So by the time that Instagram connects me with the world, let's take a big, amazing, pleasurable breath. Just feeling the pleasure of being alive in this moment together. My intention for tonight coming on live is just that I was recording all those little clips on my story, and then I felt frustrated and I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna jump on a live and express what needs to be expressed in the moment, and that's gonna be it. So what was on my heart really profoundly today is, I'm a little obsessed with myself and my branding. And I do this thing that online entrepreneur will recognize, where you check your own stories because you're like, I fucking love what I do. I was doing that today, and I was out of the online space for the weekend. I've been to a very deep grieving process this weekend, going to some funerals, and then I showed up in this space today. I'm just in my creative space, so I don't want to show up online necessarily like I'm just in the creation, but everything that I shared today was about the beautiful goddesses that I have around me. I had Yana, because she came in the podcast, and I'm gonna be part of our inward community, and she is an incredible being. I had Petrina because the podcast was released today. Petrina is the embodiment of softness and drive and ambition, and she's really she's the embodiment of having a soulful business. And then I had Mathilde. I cannot even describe this person. She's not even a person. She's like an alien in the best way possible. She comes from another planet, and she's like a magnet and a fascination. Like, my soul is like, who is that girl? She brings curiosity, and she has this way of being embodied. It's so beautiful. And then tonight, I've been in a room filled with beautiful female entrepreneur, local from this place, and there's just so much power. And also Monday is when I do the guidance for my awakened goddesses. So I've been in touch with my awakened goddesses, my dear sisters, my goddesses, my clients, the people, the amazing souls I could create with. And there's just so much power. There's so much power when you surround yourself with people that activates you, that brings something within you where you can be your full self, where you push your edges, when you feel understood, when you feel like there is this thing brewing inside of you, when you're around those energies, something that is uplifting, something where you're supported, you're understood, you're seen, but you're also challenged, and you're also like, I cannot put it into words. That's so damn precious. Something else that I was sharing is I've been doing a lot of healing around my relationship to money this past year. And for the first time today, I was following a workshop. I do a lot of those. And now my cat is going crazy on the door, but I'm fully naked, so I cannot move. Otherwise, I will do something dangerous for Instagram. So, sorry, my cat, I love you. I don't know if you can hear, she's going crazy on the door. I'm coming soon. Poor cat. And for the first time tonight, I was in this space, and those facilitators, they always put like questions about your numbers and what is your dream bank account and how much money would you like to manifest this week or this month or in your life or whatever. And I usually never ever share my numbers, because every time I feel like it's not enough. Like I see all those people sharing about like those big huge numbers, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like saying that. I don't want to lie, so I better hide. And today I felt so confident sharing my numbers, because I'm like, I fucking love my life. I love my numbers. I love myself. I'm confident enough. I don't care if it's high or low or whatever. And that was already such a big win. And why I'm sharing that with you today is the biggest transformation for me that happened is when I healed my relationship with my body, my relationship with money, and my relationship to my sexuality. The three are so connected in my world, in my experience. Because when I open myself to receive pleasure, when I connect, like, money has this juicy, flowy energy. Like, I want to make love to money. Money wants to make love with me. There is this connection to pleasure. There is this connection to freedom. Being free from limitation, being free, being yourself, being expressed, and having this vision. And I have this vision for each and everyone in this world, because there is no better feeling in the world. Let me tell you, there is no better feeling in the world. This is orgasmic living. When you align with your mission and your purpose, and you're being yourself, and you know you are in your power, in your sovereignty, and you're just doing you. And you're like, I have space to be me and to be all of me, and to shape shift and to change and to be all different archetypes. And today I'm going to be that, and tomorrow I'm going to be someone else. And I don't care. And at the same time, I care so deeply. I care with every piece of my being. So that's my vision for the world. My vision is that everyone finds her or his or whatever pronoun mission and purpose in alignment. Because when you're on your path and you're feeling so aligned, there is nothing that feels better in the world. When you give yourself permission to be yourself, like actually be yourself, be the weirdest, the more embodied, like integrating all aspects of you without rejecting any of those. Not seeking validation and trying to be liked, not trying to please, not trying to hide some part of you and reject them and change them and fix them, or some people call it like heal them, because we are love and light. Fuck that. Fucking hell, fuck that. Fuck healing ourselves. We don't need more healing. I mean, we all need healing, okay? But we also don't. We are perfect the way we are. And it's funny how you think healing is going to bring you to the highest self, but you are already your highest self, and you're the only one like putting fucking blockages. You're the one standing on the way. And when I say you, I say me. It's like I'm talking to my younger self, you know. It's like I'm talking as a we, but I mean me. That's just my experience, and that's the only thing I have to share. And just to see myself in my journey today, that's why I wanted to call this live vision and expression. Because I have this vision for the world, that everyone could taste that, and it will feel and taste different for each and every one of us, because we are so different. We have a unique blueprint, and we're just a tiny piece of a big puzzle that is humanity, that is the earth, that is like that is like everything and everyone, and like we are all one at the same time, and at the same time we're part of like a tiny piece. And you cannot copy anyone, and you cannot be copied, because you are unique. We are all unique. And I know for some people it's really easy to embrace their uniqueness and to do what they want to do, to say what they want to say, to embrace all parts of themselves. But that was not the case for me. I spent most of my life hiding and being ashamed and not being free. And freedom is like one of my biggest values. I want to be free. I want to be me. I want to play. I want to be the goddess and you know, the embodiment of sensuality and like the sexy, juicy part of me. But I also want to be the tender, the sensitive, the one that is so sensitive, that has a heart that loves so deeply, that, you know, I'm so fragile. And I'm also the fucking warrior, the one that loves to push the edges and that will explore the dark and that will go deep. And I also want to be the inner child that is like, yeah, I'm so happy, I'm connecting with amazing people and it feels so good and I'm so like I'm a baby. And I want to be the strong, grounded, healthy, divine masculine that can hold space, that can hold myself. And I want to be the spiritual part of me, the one that connects with spirit and doesn't even know how to translate that. The one that see and feel stuff and have vision and channel stuff from another universe or dimension, or I don't even have the vocabulary for that. The one that can sit in meditation and pray and come in devotion and bless my food. And the one that loves a good laugh. And the one that doesn't take life seriously because who cares? And the one that loves to be in the forest. Like, be on the beach and be immersed in water. The one that loves random stuff like kombucha, avocado, sex, money. I want to be all of it. And I want to explore every day. Every day there's a new version of me coming up, coming through. And I want to be able to embrace it and to love it. Even the part of me that is fucking aggressive and jealous. And even the parts of me that are not confident, that are doubting. I want to accept and not being from that place of like, I need to love the part of me. Like, but be it. When I'm angry, I want to be angry. I want to punch a pillow and scream and be okay with that. I don't want to be like, I'm going to swallow my anger because I'm a being of light and I channel some angels, and because I see so much of that and I'm like, fuck that. I want to be alive. I want to feel people around me. I want to feel myself. I want people to feel me. I want to really, truly be alive. And actually, we were recording a podcast today with Mathilde, and she said something like, in that moment, I committed to my life. And I think that is so powerful. I think it's a beautiful question we could ask ourselves every single morning. How committed are we to our lives? Like, actually. You know, this weekend I was faced with death, and it brought up a lot of reflection. I was really reflective, whatever. We wake up every morning and we take this life for granted. We take this body, we take this bed, we take this roof over our head, this light, this electricity, this breath. We take everything for granted like we're gonna have it forever. And we play small and we hide and we don't have the hard conversation and we don't say the people we love them, not enough. And we avoid and we numb and we kind of do life and try to make our way through it. But how much life is there in our lives? I realized that for so long. And the cat is, I don't know if you can hear, but she is the embodiment of perseverance. I don't know if you say that. That's completely French. Of consistency, but that's not like of devotion and commitment, because she's committed to enter the room and she will be on that door until I came and open the door to her. Let's learn from the cat. Always learning from the cat. And it just brought this whole reflection around death and being alive and what does it mean. And realizing that one day it's going to be too late. We actually don't know how long we have to forgive. And even if we cannot forgive the people that hurt us the most, but to start, I wish I could forgive you. I wish I could say I love you. I wish I could say thank you. To reach out to this person that you miss so much and your ego gets in the way, to have this conversation with your mom, your dad, or anyone that you know you want to have deep down because you're wounded and you want to express it. To go after this career that feels crazy because you don't know how the fuck you could do it, but just to do it. To grow this business, to put yourself out there and to connect with these people, to do the crazy thing. Like, all we have is now. And it sounds so silly, isn't it? That's what you read everywhere in every self-development, personal development and spiritual book. The power of now. The power of now is here now. There's a song like this, beautiful. But that's so true. So what would you do if you truly consider that? There's this thing in our culture that we avoid death so much. We are so afraid of dying. And I'm the first. I used to be. I'm still am really fucking scared of dying, which is normal also. That's like the ego doing its job. Like, otherwise I will just jump out of a cliff for fun. And there is just this thing this weekend I realized like the place where you bury the dead, I think it's called like a cemetery or something like this. Or even like any funerals, like you can only see the dead person when it's all like looking pretty and good and you say goodbye and that's it, and that's hidden and that's out of the city, or there is like big rolls around this place, so we don't really like, death is not really integrated in our lives. But as I was walking in this place, I was realizing with every breath that I take, I'm just getting closer, because now, like, I was born to die and I'm gonna die, and I don't know if I have like 5 more minutes or 30 or 50 more years. I fucking don't know. It doesn't come with like an expiration date. I don't know when it's my expiration date. And we fear death so much that when it comes in our lives, we're devastated. And it's also beautiful. There is so much beauty. You know, I love the way we put flowers on the graves, putting life and beauty to celebrate our loved ones that passed away. I was not about to talk about this like when I launched this live, but I can always go on and on and on. I'm talking because I love connecting and I love sharing my perspective, and I I love sharing my voice. And my intention, really my deepest intention is by giving myself permission to be me and do me and show different faces and show myself the way I want, and to play with myself and to learn every day, and to show that it's okay to be human, and it's okay to be ridiculous, and it's okay to be weird, and it's okay to be sensual, and it's okay to be all of you. It's okay to be the goddess, it's okay to be the weirdo, it's okay to be like, you know, the I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, it's okay to be all of you. And by giving myself permission to do that and to record that and to put myself on camera, it will inspire someone else, and it will help you or help anyone else, or even just bring pleasure and bring a smile on your face. Maybe you see my smile and you want to smile with me. Or maybe just like you take something away from this. That is my deepest intention. My cat is crazy on the fucking door. Hello, my love. So that's my deepest intention. And even if you have to walk away with one thing tonight, let's take one breath together, and that will be the most pleasurable breath, because you will remember how lucky, how blessed, how incredible it is to just be alive in this moment, and how it is not to take for granted, because this is a fucking miracle. So let's take this breath together. And that's your permission. That's your permission to do the things you want to do. Hey, Lena, my love, welcome. My cat is going crazier and crazier and crazier on the door. But that's going to be the end of this live. And everyone is joining now. Like, that's your permission to do you, to do all of you, and to shine your light with the world, and to shine your darkness also with the world. Just to be you and be expressed and bring that vision into the world. What do you want to see in the world? What is your deepest wish for yourself and for the planet and for humanity and for the people coming after us, and to honor the people that came before us? What is your vision? What is your legacy? What do you want to bring? Who do you want to be? And just be that. You don't have forever. You only have now. You're going to be dead really soon. And that's not like dramatic or anything. It's just the truth. And you don't know. You could be dead like in 5 minutes. So if you were about to be dead in 5 minutes, what would you do? Who would you be? What would you say? What conversation would you have? Who would you reach to say I love you? And to actually mean it, and to say it with all the beauty, the depth, the pain, the grace, and just say I love you. Who would you reach if it was the last face you will ever see in your life? And what would you do differently if you really, really, really integrated this notion of like, we're dying every minute, and taking decision from your dead bed? It will remove so much small limitation of the day-to-day life, isn't it? It will just remove it like it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. What truly does? What type of connection do you want to have? What type of people you want to have around? What are you here to express? What magic do you want to bring to the world? What is something that really makes your heart happy? What is something that also brings excitement and also fear of like, oh, this is scary, but I want to do it. So my vision is for everyone to explore that so much, with so much pleasure and so much joy and curiosity and innocence and passion and sensuality and expression and prosperity. What a transmission tonight. I felt super inspired. But I'm gonna hop off to open to the cat that is like really committed and really devoted and dedicated to enter this room. Let's be like the cat that will never give up until she gets what she wants. And if you feel called to join the playground, if you want to be in my energy, if you want to transform your life, reach out to me, send me a DM. I have a few things that are still a little bit secret, that are in the brewing. If you want to be part of that, send me a DM and let's connect. I love connecting with people. I love to talk about dreams and vision, and what do you want for yourself, and what do you want for the world. And if you're here all the way to this live or on the replay, I love you and I mean it. Like, my heart is so big, and I send you so much love. May this day be filled with gratitude and love and connection and peace.